Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Burger Stick again today, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a guide on Footsite payment verifications. Basically, Footsite switched over to a new payment processor, which is called Adyen or Aiden. I don't know how the fuck to say it. Probably not Aiden because it's not AY, but it's probably Adyen Payments. It's a new payment processor, and it's a lot more strict. Um, Basically, if they notice like discrepancies and stuff like that, or like for some reason flag your information, they'll automatically cancel your order. um it used to be like, it's always been a problem. It used to be like not as big, people would get them once in a while, but there's ways around it. But most recently, on like the past couple drops, the Jordan 14 Toros, and especially the Jordan 5 Grapes, which just recently dropped on Footsites, there's been an increase in payment verification cancels from Footsites, and a lot of people are like wondering what's going on, like why. Like, personally, I've seen a lot of people who hit like 50 and 100 pairs. Every single pair has gotten canceled due to a PV, and a lot of people are trying to figure it out and do stuff like that and figure out, what they can do so they can get pairs shipped. Personally, for me, like, I've always had payment verification issues, but most recently I've actually been getting a lot of pairs shipped with, like, without getting a lot of payment verifications. Like the Flint drop, I had almost 20 pairs delivered. Jordan 11 low drop, I had over 20 pairs. What other drops were there? The Jordan 6 hairs, I had almost 20 pairs delivered. I had a couple Toros, but I mean, I didn't run an initial for those. And then on the Jordan 5 Grapes, which everyone saw like a huge increase in payment verifications, I actually, out of my orders, I have actually 10 shipped already, and I'm still waiting on a couple more to be shipped. Like, they haven't gotten payment verification yet, so I don't think they're gonna get canceled. I mean, I hope not, at least, because normally they cancel instantly. But yeah, out of my Footsite checkouts on the Jordan 5 Grapes, I had around 25 ish, and I'm getting 10 or more shipped, it's like around 40%, which isn't great, but it's a lot better than getting 0 pairs shipped. So personally, like, obviously what I've been doing is like testing stuff on like Foot Locker Champs, Eastbay, and Foot Action, now that they all have transferred over to the Adyen payment processor. I made like a little guide to like show what I do, in a way, like tell what I do, and I don't get payment verification and stuff like that. I'll link the guide in the description. I'll show it here. Basically, like, obviously I say it's the stuff I've been doing. A lot of the things I noticed with, like, people are saying, oh, real cards are the best, like privacy don't work and stuff like that. I have noticed that my real cards have actually been getting canceled, like, too. It's not like they're automatically sticking and going through. And I've also had privacy orders get shipped. So I think that's not true, since, like, obviously that's my experience with it. The one thing I noticed is it has a lot to do with information. Like, I looked through the orders that had been canceled and the orders that had been, like, shipped, and a lot of the ones that were shipped had like information that was jigged and not just like used multiple times, I guess, because a lot of people use like the same information over and over. So I'm thinking the best to have is like 100% unique profiles, basically. Real cards should work, but try and find out like which information works with each card. So I would do like a lot of testing and stuff like that. Like, for example, I could show you guys some of my cancels and then some of my orders that like have gone through. Like, I'll pull up a picture of my most recent orders that have gone through for the Jordan 5 Grapes. I'm not going to show you like the information, stuff like that, because obviously it has my info on it, and I don't need people showing up at my house. It's the Burger Castle, yo. We gotta be protected with our moat and gate and stuff like that. So don't show up to the house and not showing the Addy. But yeah, I'll leave this in the description. This is like a little write-up I did. I'm still not like 100% done with it, but to me it's like something I based off like personal experience. The one thing I recommend to do though is to like go on like Foot Locker Champs, Eastbay, Foot Action. You only need to test on one site since they're all using the same payment processor. if one gets canceled on one site, it's gonna get canceled on the others. What you can do is just go to like Foot Locker and go for socks. Like just search up socks or some product that's cheap. For example, we can use these 10.99s, or is there anything cheaper than that? Yeah, like for example, you could use these. You can grab the ID right here. Grab that, insert that into your bot, and you run a bunch of different tasks. I would do one by one, so that way you're not like checking out tons of them. I would go one by one with each profile and information that you have. See which profiles stick and see which ones get canceled, because they will get instant canceled, so you don't have to loan the money. You'll get the money back right away, and they'll instantly cancel it, so you'll know which ones get canceled and which ones don't. This way you can go back through and keep testing information on the ones that get canceled, and keep monkeying around with like all of the information, the emails and stuff like that. And then speaking of emails, the thing I noticed personally was a lot of people say like catch-alls are good and they work on foot sites. Personally, when I use my catch-all, it usually gets to like payment verification. On the Jordan 5 Grapes, I did use a catch-all on some of my orders. I think it was like 8 or 10 of them, and only I think 1 or 2 of those orders actually like went through and stayed. So, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with the catch-all, because it gets flagged in the system as like, oh, it's not like a real email, yada yada yada, because the payment processes are like super strict. But yeah, that's basically like what I have done in terms of testing to try and figure this whole thing out, because a lot of people are struggling and stuff like that. I also used a couple other like guides that I saw, which I'll leave in the description as well. But yeah, I hope this like helps you. If you guys have any like comments, questions, or something like that, you can just leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe. If you like this, hopes it helps. Like I said, it's my own personal experience. It might not work for you, so that's why I recommend like you doing your own testing. I'm just trying to show like what's worked for me and stuff like that. Personally, like I said, I've seen more success with like addies that have been jigged. Like for example, like my name obviously is Ricky, my last name starts with a B, and then I'm not going to show that. So we have that's like my real addy, or like my real name. My addy is this, we'll say just Main Street, even though it's not Main Street. And then obviously US, so like that's my real address. We would have that, and then like the orders that have been shipping are like orders like this, be like Richie B, and then like have like a weird last name like misspelled or just totally different, like Burger. Just like that would be my name on the order, and then I would do like Bam 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 Main Street, and then I would do, oh, of course, it goes down here. Just pop that down, and then I would do like Unit 2 as my addy line 2, and then obviously US, and like that would ship. Other ones like this would ship. Like I could do Berg, and that would ship, and then it's like blah 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 Main, and then I would do like Street, and I put like a period or something like that, and then like apartment 12, 12 US. Like those are the orders that have been like shipping for me personally. Like when I looked at the orders that had been canceled, it appeared that a lot of the orders with my actual like legit name, legit address, and all that were the ones that got canceled. So I don't know if it had to do with like my address being like not banned but flagging, or if it was just something different. But that's why you keep testing and trying to figure it out. So personally, like I used to use all the same name, all the same info, got a lot of PVs, switched it up a little bit, started to get less, switched it up some more, and started to get less and less. And then I would also try and focus on running less tasks per profile. I would try and stick to like 1 to 2 tasks per profile per site. People say you shouldn't run, like if I run one card on Foot Action, I shouldn't run that same card and profile on Foot Locker. I mean, personally, I do, and I haven't really seen a huge issue with it, because I've gotten pairs shipped from like Foot Locker, Foot Action, and Champs all at the same time on the same profile. It might trigger a little bit more of like a payment verification, and I guess that's a risk you can take if you don't want to take the time and make a lot of new cards. Um, but yeah, personally, I would try and stick with real cards if you can, and then I use privacy as well. Um, I haven't really seen much success from my VCCs like Capital One and City. A lot of them seem to like get declined, but I have had some go through, so I can't throw those out and say they're terrible. Um, but I personally think it's not really 100% card related. I think it's more info related in my eyes. But we'll keep testing and keep trying to figure this out, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of it, so we can have like a 80 or 90% like ship rate instead of 40. Um, but yeah, I hope this helps you. Like I said, drop comments if you need help, stuff like that. You know, don't take this as the holy grail and this is what works and it's the only thing that works. It's not like I said, it's my own personal thing. I know there's probably people out there who have way better like methods and actually have found it out and stuff like that, but they won't share. So I'm just trying to do my part in this community. I've gotten a lot of help from people, so I figure you pay it forward, help out others who need the help. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, drop a comment, like, subscribe if you enjoyed. It's your boy Burger. We're signing off. Peace.